So very very auspicious Gopaashtami that is there. So the day is celebrated wherein for the first time Nandagopa, he handled the responsibility of a gopa, that is of a cowherd, to Bhagavan Krishna, saying that from this day onwards you will go to rear cattle also, you will go with the cows every day, you have to graze them, so you take the cows along with you in the morning and you return by evening also. So that is the significance of this day, that is Gopaashtami. So basically what happens is, it is a day wherein it is celebrated for Bhagavan Krishna, as well as very auspicious for the worship of Gaumata. Especially you can see is a sense of gratitude, you can say protection and so on, of cows and cattle, and gratitude in the sense whatever we have to keep that. Like Krishna, you see in the Bhagavan, he was born in a palace, right? He was born in a Karagraham, but he belonged to a Kshatriya family. But he grew up, he was taken care by a Vaishya community also, he had to put in lot of efforts. Rather, before he was born only, there were calamities which were waiting for him, and he had to graze cattle every day, morning to evening also. So even Bhagavan also had to put in efforts, he also had to go through hardships. So the significance of Gopaashtami is to achieve something in life, all of us have to put in efforts. Even Bhagavan is also not an exception for that. So that is the main significance of this day. It usually falls on the Ashtami Tithi in the Shukla Paksha of the Kartika Masam that is there. And on this day, you have Go Puja that is being done, and especially Bhagavan in the form of Govardhanadhari, he is worshipped. You also have, it is also believed that on this day, it is the day when Lord Krishna, he lifts the Govardhana Parvatam on his little finger also, and that's how from the rains that come on Gokulam, he saves the people. So it also shows being humble over pride also. Bhagavan puts down the pride of Indra by saying that Indra felt that if I shower heavy rains also, the entire Gokulam along with Krishna will drown down. But Bhagavan shows on this day that if you are proud over your achievements also, I can show you that you are nothing in front of me. So it is not again to show the, you can say, the pride of Bhagavan, you are saying that you are nothing in front of me, but it is to show that we are, if you think very deeply, over the thousands and crores of creatures that are there, we are nothing, right? All of us, we go in an aeroplane. If you go in an aeroplane also, you see when you look down, the same building, if you stand on the floor, it is very tall. You go in the sky, nothing, right? And after a point, if you go, you cannot even see. That is the same condition of people like you and me. Not only people, including all creatures. We feel when we are low, when we are on the ground, we feel, oh, everything is so tall, I am so great, right? When you go on the top, that is for Bhagavan also, we are nothing. But still, he showers his karuna on all of us. So that is again, Gopaashtami reminds us of all this. Mainly you have, especially people who rear cows also, they are decorated with, the cows and cattle, they are decorated with flowers, worship is being done, lot of Godanam is being done. So all this is done on this day. Now another significance of Gopaashtami is the celebration of Radharani and Bhagavan Krishna. This celebration you can see in the Radha Damodara temple in Vrindavanam especially. And so what is the story is, now all of us know the amount of bhakti or love which Radharani had towards Bhagavan. But Bhagavan also, it seems that he also used to have the same amount of love and affection and bhakti which Radha had. So as per certain scriptures, Puranas also, Radharani was actually married to someone else, and it seems that her mother-in-law, the name of Radharani's mother-in-law was Jatila. Now what Radharani used to do is, though she was married to someone, she used to worship Bhagavan also. So she used to go to Surya Kundam, and there she used to every day bring garlands of flowers also. There in that Surya Kundam, you used to have an idol of Bhagavan Krishna. There Radharani used to bring garlands, flowers and so on, used to offer it to Bhagavan and come home. Jatila, the mother-in-law of Radharani, she comes to know about this and she feels very angry, saying that you don't have to go out to do worship or anything. Whatever worship you want to do, you do inside the house only. Now, inside the house, Radharani was already married to someone else, so she obviously could not worship Bhagavan also. So that's when she used to feel very sad. She could not go out to meet Bhagavan. She didn't get the darshana of Krishna. She felt very sad. And what used to happen is, in another place, Krishna, there is a place you have, it's called the Radha Kund, Shyam Kund and so on, in Vrindavanam only. There Bhagavan used to wait patiently for Radharani, and he used to feel restless, it seems. Like Radha waited patiently for Krishna, it seems that Bhagavan also in this instance waits very patiently for Bhagavan. And still Radha Rani does not stop her worship also. Though she could not go to the Surya Kundam every day, she tells one of her friend, I think her name was Brinda, she tells that Gopika saying that you go every day, you offer flowers also to my Lord. So this again shows amount of bhakti what we have. I cannot do this, I cannot do that, I cannot do this. We prepare a list also what you can do. At least one you can do. So Radha Rani also what she tries to show here is, though I cannot personally come and worship you, at least I can send someone to offer some flowers to you. But at the same time what used to happen is Bhagavan Krishna used to wait patiently for Radha Rani, and but Radha could not come to meet him. That's when Bhagavan also in this instance it seems that he becomes very restless also. And there is one Sakha, one friend of Bhagavan, Subala. Now that Subala who was there, Bhagavan he tells Subala that somehow you do something, you tell Radha to come and meet me. Otherwise you have this Yamuna Nadi that is flowing beside. I will jump into that and end my avataram, that is there. Now all this was a leela of Bhagavan to show the Radha Milan that is there, and also to signify this occasion of Gopaashtami. So Subala tells, okay, somehow I have to do something. So that's when what he does is, now their main occupation was rearing the calves, cattle and so on. So he carries a calf in his hand, and that Subala, the friend of Krishna, he goes to Radha Rani's house. Now this Jatila, the mother-in-law of Radha Rani, she was sitting just outside the house on the veranda also. After lunch also she was resting. She sees the Subala and tells that now if he was to enter the house directly, how will he convey the message to Radha, right, that Krishna is waiting for you. So he had to do some idea. So what he did was, he had the calf in his hand, he lets the calf into the house of Radha, and that calf also runs inside the house. So by putting the condition, by saying the reason to Jatila, the mother-in-law of Radha Rani, that no, I have to go and bring my calf, I'll go inside the house, and that way he will meet Radha and he'll convey the message also. Radha Rani was continuously shedding tears because she could not part ways with Bhagavan. Somehow Subala makes this condition and he goes inside the house, he conveys a message to Radha. Radha says, how will I come, how will I face my mother-in-law, she is not allowing me to even get out of the house, how will I go and meet Bhagavan. Now here another leela of the Lord is, now the facial features that were there of Radha and this Subala, the friend of Krishna and Radha Rani, were quite similar it seems. That's when Subala he tells Radha that your clothes I will wear, my clothes you wear, of this cowherd, you carry this scarf in your hand and so on, and that's how you can go and meet Krishna. Thus all this exchange was being done. Radha Rani in the form of Subala, she goes to meet Krishna, and in the form of Radha Rani, the Subala is there inside the house of Radha till she comes back. Now Bhagavan is waiting. Bhagavan is also continuously shedding tears it seems for Radha Rani, and he is waiting there in that Ramkund, Shamkund, Radha Kund and Shamkund. There Radha comes there and he tells, oh Subala, you have come, I know you have only come without bringing back Radha, because she had come in the form of the cowherd, right? So therefore I am going to jump into this Yamuna Nadi also. This Radha is not having any affection towards me. This that Bhagavan starts telling, again a leela of the Lord to show his affection towards Radha. That's when he was surprised to see Radha Rani in front of him, and that's how Radha Krishna Milan that is there takes place. So on this day, to signify this event that is there, every year on this Gopaashtami, you have a seva that is done in this Radha Damodara Mandiram in Vrindavanam, which is called the Subala Milan. That is, it is actually Radha Rani only. She comes dressed as Subala and she comes to meet Bhagavan. So this is how Radha Krishna they meet each other. And on this day, on Gopaashtami, this is one day wherein Radha Rani, it seems that she is dressed as a cowherd in this temple and worship. You have a lot of Godanam, this, that also that is being done on this day. Yeah. So that is the significance of Gopaashtami.